Hello Stoics. Have you ever felt that your mind is thinking about thousands of things at the same time? Like when you're watching a video, but your mind is caught up in something else. Or when you sit down to study, but social media notifications keep grabbing your attention. This isn't just your problem. It's the reality for all of us. We all experience a lack of focus in our lives. And because of this, many of our big dreams and goals remain unfulfilled. But what if I told you that the solution to this problem is in your hands? And this solution is hidden in a book called Master the Art of Focus. The author, A. Suman, does not claim that focus is some superpower that only a few special people possess. Instead, he explains that focus is an art that anyone can learn. All it takes is the right direction and effort. Today, we will explore this book and uncover the deep secrets within it that can completely transform your life. Imagine if you could give your full attention to everything that truly matters to you, how productive, successful, and happy your life would become. The art of focus isn't just about what you do, but also about what you don't do. It's about identifying and eliminating distractions that prevent you from reaching your goals. This art teaches us how to train our minds to focus only on what is most important in our lives. You might be wondering, how is this even possible? A. Suman explains it in a very simple and practical way. Through examples, scientific facts, and his own experiences, he proves that focus is directly linked to our habits, our environment, and the way we think. Friends, this video is not just a summary of a book. It could be the turning point in your life that you've been waiting for. If you want to stay focused on the things that can make your dreams come true, then make sure to watch this video till the end. Let's begin this incredible journey together and learn how to make focus our greatest strength. Get ready, because this journey will not only strengthen your focus, but also give your life a new direction. Chapter 1. The Power of Focus, the Key to Success. Imagine a beautiful morning. The soft rays of the sun touch your window. You start your day with a cup of tea. In front of you is your to-do list filled with tasks. But the moment you begin, your mind starts to wander. Sometimes to phone notifications, sometimes to old memories. Does this situation sound familiar? How many of us have thought that if we could direct all our energy and thoughts in one direction, there would be nothing we couldn't achieve? This is the exact question that the first chapter of Master the Art of Focus answers. It teaches that focus isn't just a habit, it's an art, one that can change the course of our lives. Feel the power of focus. It is the magical key that unlocks the infinite potential hidden within you. But focus doesn't just mean concentrating on work, it's a way to give your life the right direction. When we learn to control our focus, uncertainty and fear naturally fade away. The author explains this concept through a fascinating story about an archer. What is the most important thing for an archer? His target. If he shoots an arrow without aiming at the target, will he ever hit it? Of course not. But when he concentrates all his energy and focus on the target, his aim is precise every time. We are all like that archer. We all have goals. But are we moving towards them with full focus and energy? Probably not, because our minds, like restless children, keep pulling us in different directions. In today's world, our focus is constantly under attack. The temptation of social media, the endless stream of emails, and the countless responsibilities of life keep us distracted. But the truth is that real success comes from leaving all these distractions behind and focusing on our goals. When we learn to center our minds, we not only achieve external success, but also find inner peace. The author says that focus isn't just a tool for success, it's a path to understanding our deepest selves. The first step to improving focus is self-awareness, knowing what is truly important to you. As soon as you develop this understanding, your focus naturally sharpens. The author introduces two effective techniques to improve focus. Meditation, it calms the mind and teaches you how to direct your energy in the right direction. Mindfulness, it helps you live in the present moment and experience each moment deeply. Focus is not just a habit, it is the foundation of our lives. It gives us the power to turn our dreams into reality. When we learn to control our focus, it feels as if we have taken control of our destiny. If you want to achieve something big in life, learn to master your focus. This journey isn't easy, but it promises to transform your life. So, are you ready to master your focus? Think about it. If from today onward, you become fully present in everything you do, even the most impossible dreams can become reality. The art of focus is the greatest tool to unlock your true potential. Chapter 2. The Trap of Distractions: How to Escape. All of us have something we desperately want to achieve. Our dreams, our goals, our ambitions. These things define the direction of our lives. But what is the biggest obstacle in this journey? Distractions. Distractions are silent enemies that steal our dreams without making a sound. Have you ever felt that distractions don't just waste our time, but also affect us on a much deeper level? When you constantly check your phone or switch between tasks, you don't just lose focus, you lose creativity, discipline, and your inner balance. The trap of distractions is like a spider's web. The more you get caught in it, the harder it becomes to escape. And if you don't recognize it in time, this web will slowly consume your dreams. The biggest reason for distractions is our mindset. Our brain is naturally drawn to easy and comfortable things. Hard work, discipline, and deep focus seem difficult. So whenever we need to do something important, our brain starts finding excuses. Let's check the phone once. Let's listen to a song. Let's watch something for a bit. The author calls it the dopamine mind trap. Whenever you engage in something fun or easy, like scrolling through social media, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. This makes you feel good, but the happiness is short-lived. Soon, you crave more dopamine, which is why you keep picking up your phone and mindlessly scrolling for hours. Escaping this trap isn't easy, but it's not impossible either. The first step is self-awareness. Until you understand where your time is going, you can't change it. Distractions always begin with a trigger. This trigger could be a phone notification, laziness, or even a lack of interest in your work. Identify these triggers. Every time you reach for your phone, ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to my goal or taking me further away? Learn to reset your brain by staying away from your phone for some time. Turn off notifications. Initially, it will feel difficult, but gradually, you'll notice that your focus and attention improve. The best way to avoid distraction is to focus on deep work. When you completely immerse yourself in a task, your brain gets so engaged that distractions lose their power. This not only boosts productivity, but also brings a sense of fulfillment in your work. Distractions don't just waste time, they distance you from your loved ones. Imagine sitting with your family, but your mind is stuck on your phone. Are you really living those moments? Are you truly connecting with your relationships? Distraction doesn't just lead to failure, it also isolates you. Focus is not just necessary for success, it is essential for a happy and balanced life. Distractions are a part of everyone's life, but the real question is, will you let them steal your dreams? Or will you recognize the trap and break free? Start today. Understand where your time goes, identify your triggers, and engage your mind in deep work. Because your attention is your greatest strength. And before we know it, we've wasted ours. Chapter 3. The Science of Focus. Your brain is truly a miracle. It works tirelessly, 24/7, shaping your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But have you ever wondered why, despite being so powerful, your mind sometimes feels scattered? Why can't you focus on one thing for long? Think of your brain as a dense forest with countless paths. Each path represents a thought, emotion, or habit. When you focus on something, your brain follows the pathways related to that task. The more you repeat a thought or action, the stronger and more permanent that pathway becomes. However, the same brain that gives you immense power can also become your biggest enemy. In today's digital age, where your phone, social media, and notifications constantly compete for your attention, this mental jungle feels even more chaotic. Have you ever noticed how time flies when you're deeply engrossed in something? This magical state, known as flow state, happens when your mind is completely immersed in one direction. But reaching this state requires overcoming many obstacles. Our brains are wired for distraction. Thousands of years ago, when our ancestors lived in forests, noticing new things was crucial for survival. It could mean spotting a predator or finding food. But in today's world, this habit often leads to mental chaos. When you're working on something important, your brain gets distracted by every small thing, a phone notification, the sound of a passing car, or even your own thoughts. There are two types of attention: active focus, intentional attention, when you are completely absorbed in a task; automatic focus, mind wandering, when your brain drifts without conscious effort. The challenge is that our minds naturally lean toward automatic focus because it's easier, provides instant gratification, and releases dopamine. But this momentary pleasure steals your long-term success. Training your brain to focus isn't easy, but it's not impossible. It is deeply connected to your emotions and purpose. When you work with passion and a sense of purpose, your mind naturally stays engaged. Think about reading a great book. Do you just see the words? Or do you lose yourself in the story? When you bring the same enthusiasm and intent to everything you do, focus becomes effortless. Understanding your brain and training it in the right direction doesn't just improve your concentration, it enhances your overall quality of life. Your attention is your most valuable energy source. Don't waste it. Invest it in things that bring you closer to your dreams and goals. So, are you ready? Because your focus is your greatest power for shaping your future. Chapter 4: The Myth of Multitasking. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone is trying to do multiple things at once, multitasking is seen as the key to success. But have you ever considered how much it actually pulls you away from your real goals? In Chapter 4 of Master the Art of Focus, the author reveals that multitasking is just a myth. Imagine this: you're cooking, checking emails, and talking to your child at the same time. You think you're handling everything efficiently, but in reality, your brain is just rapidly switching between tasks. Every time you shift focus, your brain loses a little energy. This is called attention residue, meaning your mind is never fully present in any task. As a result, your food remains undercooked. Your emails are full of mistakes. Your child feels unheard. This not only reduces the quality of your work, but also leaves you feeling mentally exhausted. Multitasking tricks you into believing you're being productive. It makes you feel like you're getting things done faster, but in reality, you're slowing yourself down. However, the author challenges this belief with deep research and insights. They say that our brain can perform any task to its full potential only when it focuses on just one thing at a time. Have you ever noticed that when you are fully immersed in a task, not only do you complete it faster, but you also perform better? The author calls this the flow state. It is a state where your mind is completely working in one direction, and your entire attention is on that single task. However, to enter this state, we first need to break the myth of multitasking. To achieve this, we must understand that every task requires both time and energy. When you focus on just one task at a time, your brain can apply its full power to it without any distractions. Imagine waking up in the morning and starting your day with a clear plan. You decide that first, you will complete your meetings, then check your emails, and afterward, spend time with your family. When you work in this manner, you not only become more productive, but also feel mentally lighter. The author beautifully explains that when we allocate our time and energy accurately, we can maintain balance in life. This balance is the true key to happiness and success. The first step to giving up multitasking is understanding your priorities. Knowing which task is most important and completing it first. The author calls this single tasking. When you focus on one task at a time, you not only achieve better results, but also find joy in your work. The author shares a story that encapsulates this chapter's essence. A young boy used to complain to his father every day that he was always too busy with work and never had time for him. One day, the father decided to spend the entire day with his son. He turned off his phone and completely distanced himself from work. He realized that when he focused solely on his son, he understood him better. That day, the bond between father and son grew stronger, something truly priceless. This story teaches us that when we focus on just one task at a time, we not only improve our lives, but also strengthen our relationships. Multitasking only confuses us and reduces our productivity. If you truly want to be successful, it is essential to dedicate your full attention and commitment to every task you undertake. Remember, your energy is limited. Focus it in one direction and see how your life transforms. So, friends, it's time to let go of multitasking and give our lives a new direction. Chapter 5: Mindfulness Techniques for Maintaining Focus. We have all experienced how difficult it can be to maintain focus, whether it's studying, working, or concentrating on something personal. Our minds often wander. At such times, mindfulness acts as a powerful tool that not only strengthens our focus, but also maintains our mental peace. In this chapter, the author presents mindfulness as a magical process. It is not just the art of concentration, but also a way to truly experience each moment, which we often overlook. Imagine sitting by a calm lake. The water is still, with no disturbances. But suddenly, a gust of wind blows, and ripples form on the surface. Our mind works in the same way. Everything feels peaceful until the storm of external noise and inner worries disrupts it. As soon as we get caught in a whirlwind of thoughts, our focus is lost. Mindfulness teaches us the art of staying as calm as the lake. It teaches us to recognize our thoughts, accept them, and gradually bring them to stillness. Mindfulness begins with breathing exercises. Whenever your mind wanders, take a moment to pause, take a deep breath, and feel how each breath brings life into you. This process not only relaxes your body, but also pulls your mind back into the present moment. Additionally, mindfulness emphasizes sensory awareness, deeply feeling your surroundings. If you are walking, focus on your steps, feel the ground beneath your feet, listen to the birds chirping, and sense the rustling of the wind. Doing this will free your mind from unnecessary thoughts that weigh it down. Another interesting concept in this chapter is judgment-free thinking. Often, we judge our thoughts as right or wrong. But mindfulness teaches us to accept every thought as it is without trying to change or suppress it. Practicing this brings a profound sense of mental freedom. Mindfulness is not just a tool for focus. It also helps us discover hidden abilities within ourselves. When you learn to meditate through mindfulness, you not only become better at your work, but also enhance your ability to think and understand. Consider this example. Imagine you are working on a presentation, but your attention keeps shifting to your phone or other distractions. With mindfulness, you can train your mind to understand how important the current task is. As soon as you bring your focus to the present moment, your concentration naturally improves. Mindfulness also teaches us how to manage our emotions better. When we are stressed, our ability to think weakens. But through mindfulness techniques, we can calm our inner anxiety and gain clarity. So, if you want to master the art of focus, make mindfulness a part of your daily routine. It will not only calm your mind, but also help you concentrate on everything that can improve your life. Focusing is not just a mental process. It can become the foundation of our lives. And once you master this art, you can work more effectively toward your dreams and live life to the fullest. Chapter 6: How to Stay Focused in the Digital Age. Friends, today we live in a world where every moment is connected to some digital device. The first thing we reach for in the morning is our phone, and the last thing we see before sleeping is the same device. But have you ever thought about how this digital age which connects us to the world, is slowly taking away our attention and mental peace? The sixth chapter of the book Master, The Art of Focus, teaches us how to concentrate in this overwhelming digital era. Reading this chapter feels like a close friend understands exactly what we are going through. In the digital age, our attention has become a commodity. Social media, advertisements, and the internet all try to pull us in. Every notification takes us further away from reality. When you get trapped in distractions, your mind gradually becomes exhausted. This doesn't just affect your productivity, but also impacts your soul. Chapter 7. Goal Setting. Focus the right way. Focus is the most powerful key to success. When we start looking at our dreams and goals, it becomes essential to concentrate solely on our objectives. But the question arises, do we truly know how to focus correctly? This section of Master the Art of Focus gives us the opportunity to understand why goal setting and staying committed to it is so important and how it can be done effectively. Everyone has a dream in life, but a common mistake is that we get entangled in too many things at once. We try to achieve multiple goals simultaneously, and as a result, we fail to accomplish any of them fully. This book teaches us that the first step is to clearly identify our purpose and prioritize it. When you define your goal with clarity, you instruct your mind to move in that direction, just like an archer aiming at a target. A clear target and focused vision. But merely setting a goal is not enough. Life often presents distractions, our mobile phones, social media, and even the opinions of others. It is crucial to recognize what truly matters. Focusing means letting go of things that divert us from our path. Here, a story becomes relevant. Imagine a man who set his goal to win a gold medal in a race. He started working hard day and night, but along the way, his friends invited him to parties, family pressures distracted him, and sometimes he even doubted himself. So, he adopted a mantra, one step every day. No matter what happened, he took a step toward his goal each day. Gradually, his small habits became the foundation of his great success. Small things like time management and prioritizing work can transform your life. Breaking big goals into smaller parts helps you achieve them more easily each day. It also prevents frustration and keeps you motivated. Emotions also play a crucial role. When you feel excited and passionate about your goal, your mind and body align to achieve it. This book teaches how to maintain positive energy and enthusiasm. If you ever feel exhausted, remember why you dreamed this dream and what it means to you. Focusing the right way also means recognizing your weaknesses and working on them. Everyone faces obstacles, whether it's laziness, fear, or the fear of others' opinions. But when you confront and strategize to overcome them, you become stronger. Enjoy your journey. Focus does not mean living under stress. It means enjoying your dreams while working towards them. Appreciate yourself at every step and understand that success isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about living the journey with full intensity. So, if you truly want to bring change into your life, if you want to achieve your goals fully, then learn to focus the right way. Identify your priorities, utilize your time wisely, and take a step towards your dreams every day. Remember, your success lies in the depth of your focus. Chapter 8. The Power of Deep Thinking, How to Do Deep Work. Imagine a world where every task you do is filled with deep focus and clarity, where your mind is free from noise and unnecessary thoughts, completely devoted to a single goal. This is the power of deep work. Deep work is not just a way of working. It is an art that can transform an ordinary person into an extraordinary one. Deep thinking means immersing your mind completely in a single task. It is a state where you disconnect from the outside world and focus only on what truly matters. This is not easy because, in today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. But once you master this skill, your productivity and creativity can multiply many times over. When you work deeply, you not only achieve better results, but also enhance your ability to think critically. Deep thinking allows us to experience our true potential. It pushes us beyond our comfort zones and inspires us to create something new and remarkable. In an era where social media and multitasking have divided our attention, deep work is the weapon that sets you apart from the crowd. To practice deep work, you must first quiet the noise inside your mind. Not just external distractions, but also unnecessary internal thoughts. Here are some rules to enhance deep thinking. Avoid distractions, keep your phone, social media, and any interruptions away. Choose a place where you can fully immerse yourself in your work. Set dedicated time. Allocate a fixed time for deep thinking. This should be your sacred time, where only you and your work exist. Be patient. Deep work is a skill that develops with time and practice. Initially, it may seem difficult, but gradually, you will start enjoying it. When you engage in deep thinking, it not only boosts your productivity, but also enhances your confidence. It calms your mind and fills you with an incredible energy. This is the state where you connect with your work the way an artist connects with their art. Imagine if you dedicated just 1 hour each day to deep thinking and work. Not only would you accomplish your goals faster, but people would also recognize you as an expert in your field. Your hard work and the quality of your work would become visible to others. Deep work is not just a technique, it's a lifestyle. It teaches you how to utilize your time and energy in the best way possible. It shows you the path to self-improvement and achieving your dreams. So, if you want to bring depth into your life, adopt deep work. It will not only make you successful, but also turn you into a person who has the ability to change the world with their thoughts and actions. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this information useful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share this knowledge with others. Your journey to success has begun.